welcome to Knit One
Part 2, episode 197.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Winnie. Welcome back.
We're only 3 episodes from 200.
I know.
Pretty cool.
That's a lot of episodes.
There's a lot of episodes.
If you've watched the show before, welcome back. If you're a new viewer,
Thanks for coming to watch us. A couple of shout outs. Don't forget that we're having our underappreciated pattern knit along until the end of February. And that's 30 projects or less
unraveling.
When you finished it or when you started it.
Or, when you started, because 100 people could do it after you.
This is true.
You can't control that.
We're drawing for a contest
We're
today?
drawing for the Knittingsmybag contest. I don't have it. I was looking for the prize, but Lois has the prize. The picture of the bag that we're drawing for is in the contest thread, and we will draw the winner for that prize at the end of this show in the Gossip and Innuendo section. And we are also going to announce a new contest for the latest pattern from Angeleah McGarrah, Snake Tracks. It's a sock pattern.
We also want to say thank you to Mary for the generous donation to the podcast.
Mary.
Happy Valentine's Day to you as well.
Yes, and you being happy about us sharing, that's the whole reason why we do what we do. We're happy to do it. It's fun.
It was fun.
So,
on the dance card.
On the dance card.
Let's see. I got 3. Which is rare for me. I usually only have 2. Or 1. So I'm still knitting on the Urbana. I don't think I've knit on it since last week because I've been focusing on mindless knitting. Not that this isn't mindless, but small mindless knitting. So I'm in the middle of a row, so I really can't show it to you. But this is with Blue Moon's Socks that Rock Heavyweight, which is a light worsted weight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mudslide. I actually like the colors.
I do too. I think it's pretty.
And I'm doing it size 9 needles, which is it's not what the pattern called for, but it was appropriate for this.
Right.
It's got a high twist to it, so it's spongy, but it's really not that spongy. Not like regular wool.
Yeah. So
that's one thing on the needles. I think we were talking about, I'll probably crochet it in red, because you do an outline in red. And that's Stephen West Urbana. The other thing that's kind of on the needles, but more of a on timeout. So this is my striped sock, and I don't know what the heck happened to it here. For my son, who's got size 11 feet. He tried it on, it fits perfectly. That's the problem, it fits perfectly.
Yeah.
I want a little bit of give to it. It fits perfectly with ease, like the negative ease. I want a little bit of give to it so that, I'm not going to have to knit him a pair next month.
Right.
So it's in timeout because I have to rip it out and probably go up maybe another 1/4 of an inch or so. And I really don't feel like ripping it out right now.
I know.
So I will. I may have to do that depending on the needles here. My next project, it's to finish a project that was half done. I had knit these, and I didn't realize I knit the first one almost a year ago. This is just Miss Bab's light blue and a dark blue toe-up sock. It was the first time I did the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. Here's the project half done, if you remember. You may not. It's been so long ago.
Put it on here.
It's a sport weight. I love the deep color. And I did the contrasting toe and heel because the color is really not enough to make a good length sock that I like. And I did a 3x5. Wow.
Sorry, I heard my husband pouring tea, and I thought we had another leak. I was like...
It's on the brain, although I did hear a tit.
Yeah, well.
I did a 3x5 rib. I like the look of the 3x5. I mean, it's not meant to be anything other than look, really, because it's not functional stretch or anything. So this is the first time I did the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. And I think I didn't tighten up the stitches where I needed to, but I'm actually looking forward to getting this one done. I'm almost maybe another 1.5 inches before I can start the heel again. And I like the 3 stripes.
Yeah,
kind of reminds you of a sporty.
Yeah, like a sports sock.
So I have this much yarn left, which should be plenty. And
oh yeah.
Then this much blue, which will be questionable. I got to do the heel. But you know what? Whatever works, works. Whatever doesn't. I'm not that... They're plain socks that go to me. They're not going to anyone else. But the reason they're in a timeout...
You know what? I think I have a scrap of that yarn. Because we both got that sample.
But we didn't get the same colors.
We didn't?
No.
Okay.
I don't think anyone got the same colors. That scrap of yarn was from the Podcasters Challenge many moons ago.
Yeah.
3?
When we first started.
Yeah, when we first started. So this is in timeout because I brought this to work and I was knitting on it, and I put it in my bag without really putting it away. And my needle broke off. The end didn't fall out because sometimes Knit Picks does that.
Yeah.
It snapped, so something must have landed on it at work. So I will get a new needle when I get home. And I bring these to work. And I do a couple rows during lunch. Break or whatever. That's all I have.
Cool. So.
Blue Moon, Miss Babs, and Croy.
On
Croy.
my dance card, I have a new sock project. Almost.
That's the first sock?
This is the first sock. I just cast it on, I think right before I've had a migraine. I didn't knit at all.
Oh, I can certainly imagine.
But I think right before that I cast it on. So this is tumbleweed yarn in the Sugar Skull colorway. And I am knitting the pattern called Traffic Island. And I will tell you who that's by because it just went out of my head. I like the pattern a lot. How come I sometimes can't get the menu to come up?
Oh, I can't stand. That's the one thing I don't like about Goodreads.
Okay, well, the pattern is Traffic Island, and details, there we go. Sometimes it won't let me do that. The pattern is Traffic Island by Red Scott, and it has 2 chevrons in the top of the sock, and then chevrons all the way around once you get to the leg, and eyelets in between to give it enough stretch so it's not too tight.
Right.
And I'll show you the front of the sock because I think it's really pretty the way that it's knitting up. I really wanted something to show off these vibrant stripes. There you go. That's really cute. It's a free pattern. They have multiple sizes. I'm knitting the one that's on 64 stitches because I originally cast on the medium, which is you increase and then you knit it on 72 stitches, and I was like, it was like huge. So apparently the medium in this yarn on a number, because I use a 2.5, 2 or a 2.5, is too big for me. But I'm loving how this is knitting up. The only thing that makes me sad about it, I'm just going to show you, is every once in a while you can see, you can't really see it.
I see it.
There's a little spot on some of the transitions where like the pink and the green overlapped, or here there's a white space at the transition, and here there's a white space, and here the pink and the green overlap. And it's not a huge deal. Like, it doesn't ruin it for me, but it makes me a teeny bit sad. Especially, that's like a big spot. You can really see it.
It's a good thing it's
on the bottom. But look, there's one right in the middle. It's just a little tiny, you know, I can see how it would happen.
Yeah.
So it's not, I'm not knocking the yarn. I love the yarn. It just made me a little sad.
Yeah.
But I think these are gorgeous. I think they're going to be one of my favorite pairs of socks. And I will definitely knit with tumbleweed yarn again. I like the base a great deal.
Yeah, it's a nice base.
It's a nice, thick, squishy base. So I'm doing that. And I have to just show you how excited I was. I got a new bag, which I'm going to show you later, but it looks so nice with this sock yarn. It has every color of the sock yarn in the actual bag.
You didn't even plan it that way.
No, so I'm like, ooh, I really match. So I'm excited about that. That's the first thing on the dance card. I am going to tell you that I still have Busilla Christmas stocking, but I'm not going to show it to you because I didn't do anything on it, and I don't want to drag it all out again. So that's on there, but I did not work on it at all. The next thing I have is, and it's right in the middle of a row, of course. On the dance card is my Hitofude cardigan. And I am just starting, I think I'm starting my 9th repeat.
How many repeats before you do anything with the sleeves?
I think I have to do 13 or 11.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's hard to know. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm on my 9th repeat. So, I did a little bit on this. This is in Enchanted Mill Farms Margaritaville colorway, which I love. It's so pretty. And I think it's going to be fun, but I didn't get a lot of knitting. I barely knit at all since the last time we recorded. So.
I barely knit at all either.
And when I did, it was mostly this. One thing I have to say about the Traffic Island pattern, there's only one pattern row that you need to know. It's pattern row, nice. Rest row, pattern row, rest row. So it is so easy to memorize, and it's really easy to read your knitting from it. So that's on the dance card, and that's it. The Hitofude, Traffic Island, and the Christmas sock are the only 3 things that are on the dance card.
Rate your date. Got nothing.
Me either.
No
dates this week. We've been pretty good recently, having a lot. So.
Well, I had a lot because I was out.
Yeah, I've been knocking some stuff down too. So it's been like.
Once now that I'm back. My energy has just disappeared.
And I thought I would at least have 1 sock done by today, but because I didn't knit for 3 days straight, this is all I have. At least I got up to the heel.
Got more than me. Although, I say I didn't knit a lot, but actually I think I did knit a lot. I just don't feel like I've made progress because...
Nothing got finished.
Yeah. I mean, I started the sock
and you're ripping
since last week, and I know I didn't turn the heel at that point. I don't know. I don't remember.
That sock is
last week, right?
Yeah. We recorded here.
Okay. I feel like I've lost a week. I don't know why.
Because in the snowy tundra, you just lose track of time because every day is the same.
Although today was kind of warm, which makes me kind of scared to go home.
Maybe your ceiling will look like mine when you get home.
My kids were home. I would hope they would tell me something, but who knows?
They probably wouldn't notice. They would.
Where it is, yeah, they would. They'd have to because it would be falling on their heads.
So,
whirlwind romances.
None.
I just want to make a quick little shout out. Congratulations, Jessalo. You've caught up and surpassed because she did the frame for the next one.
You are ahead of me.
You're ahead of the game.
Ahead of me.
Well, no, not necessarily because you got story time.
Oh, I do have that.
Some of it anyway.
So we're probably the same.
Yeah.
So I haven't done anything on mine.
I'm excited to see that she's caught up.
I know. I can't believe she did that. She was like a super stitcher.
I know.
So that's good, Jess. Future dates.
Oh, I had some. You know what? I think it's just going to be socks right now. I did darn, and I darn loosely. I say that loosely. 2 pairs of socks that had holes in it. It was more of like the lazy way to just sew up a hole.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, to really do darning, if anyone's done it, is a PIA.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming. I'm missing 1 pair that I had put aside to darn. I cannot find it. So it's around somewhere in my stash because I threw it in my stash. And it's I think it's my first Blue Moons.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to darn one side of it. It's weird how it has a hole on one side, but it's like the side. It's really weird. But I've come to realize that I really need to make more socks to replace those because I'm going to start losing socks.
Yes. I am happily
Well, mine's from wear and tear.
No, I know,
I didn't lose them, but honestly, because I do wear mine, and I tend to wear my favorites, so I need to knit.
I know, me too. I need to wear some of my non-favorites. I have so many socks now, though, even before the decimation.
Well, because you have a mom who knits them for you.
And I've knit quite a few pair in the last 2 or 3 months. So, my future date, I am going to make this hat by Amy King, who is also known as Spunky Eclectic. And the pattern is called, I think you pronounce it Cannock. Let's see if I can find the picture. Oh, I might not have I don't have a copy of the pattern with a picture.
Okay.
I can't show it.
You can't.
Can you pull it up on yours? Anyway.
How do you spell it?
Qani.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, I'm doing, Cannock is an Inuit word for snow that means snow in the air. And it is a super cute colorwork hat. The top almost looks like you have a snowflake on it. It's really pretty. And I saw Lois of Knittingsmybag had made one with a solid yarn and a gradient that she hand spun. And I decided that's how it looks in the front. And that's how it looks on the top. It's really cute. And I have it. I just don't have that particular picture of it. And so I'm going to make that. And I went into my deep stash. Is it worsted weight? It is worsted weight. I went into my deep stash for this, and I found some Lion brand wool.
Felting wool.
And some Arcanian nature wool in red. And a skein of Cascade 220 in black.
Oh, you need 3 colors?
So I am going to do a black hat. I'm going to do it just like that one.
Oh, all right. So you're going to do the red rim and white?
And then the little red accents on the top, because you can see on the top. There's a couple of red accents.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the center of the thing. I think it will be really pretty. So I'm definitely going to do that. All good, hardy, staple wool. And all from my way deep 2007 deep stash. So that'll be good. I just haven't cast it on yet. I got everything wound the day that I got sick with my headache, and I just never went back to it again. But it's all ready to go. In fact, let me stick these in here. I'm going to use my
interchangeables.
My platinas, Nova platinas in the 6 on the shortest cable, so I can just work without in a circle.
Right.
So I pulled those out even. So that's my future date. The thing that I'm going to do with it, though, is instead of following her directions for the brim, I'm going to use Lined Beanie by Heather Kinney that Sheila did, too. And I'm going to knit a lining for the inside and turn it on the end and just do the color work rather than the...
That's going to be a really warm hat because it's already color work strand.
I want something really warm. I have my sock hat that I wear all the time that you gave me for Christmas and everything, but I want something that's heavy duty for when recently when I'm standing out in sub-zero weather while my husband tries to get ice off our roof and I'm freezing with my hood and a hat on.
See, I've been able to get out of that.
Lucky you. Not me. I have to hold the ladder.
No, Max has been doing that.
Oh, see, he could. I don't have anyone big enough to
hold
the ladder.
Max, just a side note, Max goes to me and goes, Mom, next year when your foot's all better, are you going to be able to help us out in the snow? I said, probably. And I'm thinking to myself, I got you now. Why would I?
Free labor. So that's what I'm going to do, Cannock.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. With the socks that I want to do, I have one pair of worsted weight socks that I just love to wear at the house.
Yeah.
I need more heavy duty socks just to wear.
To keep your feet warm.
Yeah.
See, I have that, I did a Hello Yarns pirate skull hat.
Oh, yeah.
Back in 2007, and I love that. That has a lining. It's not as steep as the one on the line.
It's a cotton lining, too, I
But
believe.
it's a lining, yeah. And then it's color work, and that is such a warm hat, but it is just slightly too small for my head. Fits my son great.
I bet.
He's been wearing it. So I want something like that for when I need a really heavy-duty, high-wind hat. Like when I'm standing waiting for my son to get out of school and in sub-zero temperatures, too.
See, I don't need to do that.
I know, see? You don't live in crazy town like I do. So that's
I wouldn't go that far, but...
That's it for my future dates. Baubles and Bling?
No.
I hit the Baubles and Bling Bonanza this week. So a couple of weeks ago, I told you I bought bunny scissors. And this is, on the same day, I bought... I'm trying to get this. It's hard to see because it's white. It's a bunny rabbit needle minder. It's hard to see. You can see that it's a rabbit when I hold it here. It's got a magnet on the back, so you can rest your needles on it on top of your work, and it snaps onto your work. And it's a bunny rabbit. And then I got this one. It's a thread holder. I like how it's got a lot of holes for the thread holder. And it will go with my existing thread holders, which are of a rabbit theme.
Oh, that's right.
I have them right here. I have this bunny. And I have a carrot.
Those are the same makers, right?
No, I got them at two different places.
This one's the same.
Yes, these I got from Cottage Needle, and this one I got from another vendor. I don't remember the name, but these are from the same vendor. And this I also got at the Cottage Needle. So the two things that I got this week were from the Cottage Needle. And I'm excited to use them. I needed another. I didn't have quite enough holes in my existing thread minders together to do everything for my project. So now I have 3. I can spread it out and it'll be much better. So I bought that, and then I fell down the rabbit hole because of boredom and cabin fever and internet shopping. And I bought a couple of bags from Knittingsmybag. I love this one. And I love this one. It has little gnomes on it.
It's cute.
I love this one. And then I mentioned...
It's very retro looking with the colors.
I know. I love it, isn't it? It's a very 70s retro. And then I mentioned that I really was tempted by this one. And it showed up in my order even though I didn't buy it. I just wanted you to know that I did not buy 3 bags. So I got the princesses too. And I love them. I think they're super cute.
What's in your princess bag right now?
My Cannock Hat is in princess bag. And I got to find something appropriate to put in this bag. I had to get it because it was gnomes and mushrooms.
And if anyone's wondering what I'm working with for bags, this is a bag Wendy gave me.
Actually, didn't I give you 2 or did I not give you the other?
You haven't given me the other one.
I have to give you the other one.
This is a Clinique makeup bag. This actually is my all-time favorite. I don't know why, but it is.
And I guess it's a good thing that I'm friends with 2 bag makers.
And then this is a bag that my friend Lara made for us. Me, actually, a long time ago.
I have one of those somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll have a box bag. She made me a box bag.
I have one of those too. I don't use it as much because I'm not a... I just like, I don't know. I like these type of bags.
I'm also, I have to remember to do it. I keep forgetting, right? I need to send the measurements of my, it's snowing again.
Yeah, we're not supposed to get a lot. Just a dusting.
I need to order a bag for my Lazy Kate from Jess. Jess is going to make me a custom bag for my Lazy Kate because I don't want it to get banged up. It's nice.
Yeah, I notice I don't buy bags anymore because I notice I just use the same ones over and over again.
Yeah, I like to change it up.
I know. It's just never, like my mom was always into bags. She would change her bag every day. Not knitting, but just regular bag.
I come by it honestly. My mom has a lot of bags, and she's always switching her stuff up too. I just like to have options.
I think that's the same thing. Like for me with scarves, I pick one and I wear it for like weeks. Then I wash it, and while that one's drying, I pick another one and I wear that one for weeks. It's just I don't change my earrings. I don't change necklaces. It's just the only thing I do change is my clothes.
And we're glad for that.
Yeah, but I'm not one to do that. I've never been. My mom always did. I just never was.
No,
she changed the earrings.
I like
her necklaces and rings. She didn't, but it's just I don't know. I guess you are who you are.
I know.
I'm not one of those type of people. That's all.
I enjoy the variety. I know not everyone feels the same.
For me, it's not so much the variety as I think of it as where like this one I like because it goes to work. And it's sturdy enough that nothing's going to poke through. So it's more of where this is going to go in.
Right.
You know, and I think this is why I like these ones too. They're plastic and nothing's going to spill on them or
soak in.
Because I take mine traveling a lot. Not that you don't, but you know what I mean? I take mine to work and God only knows people put plastic, you know, bags on top of my bag, and somebody actually put their coffee cup in we have a cabinet where we put our bags in. She put a coffee cup there, and I'm like, why would you put it there?
That's weird.
Yeah. Do I hear somebody snoring?
Yes, it's my cat.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one it is.
I think it's that
It
one.
might be. I don't know who's in there. If it's Oscar snores really loud, so it is Oscar. I recognize.
Wasn't sure about that one.
So that's it for
Baubles and Bling. Gossip and innuendo.
No. Crushes and heartbreak.
Sorry, crushes and heartbreak.
I don't write anything down for that.
No.
That's why it wasn't on the list.
I went back to work on Friday. Went to work on Saturday. My boss had already made arrangements for me not to work on Sunday because it's my weekend and I'm supposed to work Saturday and Sunday. I didn't work on Sunday because we got snow and she didn't want me coming in, which was nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
The snow stopped around 10:30. Apparently, the second shift at 3 all called out.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
So I didn't have to show up on Sunday, but I did work on Monday because Monday was supposed to be my day off. We just switched it. It's tiring. I'm not sitting down as much as I should, and I'm getting yelled at. My boss told me to do the morning draws and not to go on the floors after that.
Well, good. I hope you listened.
I can't. Yeah, I do listen to that. But it's funny because even though I'm in a boot, which it's nice to know that certain people, like we have our phlebotomy people, and some of them know what was going on, and they're glad to see. But then we have the chemistry or the lab people in the back where all the blood gets processed. And there was a couple of people who said, we were just asking about you because we hadn't seen you. And it was nice we don't really talk to them, but it was nice if they were looking for me.
Yeah, like they noticed you were missing.
And some people noticed, I have a floor that I draw every day when I work. And some of the nurses there noticed that I was away. And they were quite glad to see me back.
I bet.
Well, the reason why we have floors is you get to know the floor. I know what to look for and stuff like that. So it was nice to go back. It was nice to see people. I'm drawing more than some other people, which is kind of sad to see. But I'm not sitting down as much as I should. I know that. By the end of the day, my foot is tired. But I'm not sure if it's tired from lugging this boot.
Well, yeah. That could be an issue.
Or I'm just tired. My back, it took me a little bit. So I tried to wear my dance goes. No, they're too high for me. So it's better off if the boot is a little bit higher than my shoe. Yeah. The dance goes were so much higher that it really killed my hip that I ended up wearing. I had worn snow boots to work. I ended up wearing my snow boot for the rest of the day because I just couldn't do it. Yeah. So it made me think that I may, I'll still keep my dance goes, obviously, but come the winter months, I think I had a coworker who had Keen shoes, but they're closed toe. Yeah. Tried them on. They seem really comfortable, so I think I'm going to invest in a pair of those.
I like mine.
They're ugly as sin, but they're comfortable. Very comfortable. And I think I need to stay off the height of the dance goes.
That might be good idea for you.
Yeah, so I'm going to go this weekend, I think, to look for a pair of dance goes. So it's nice to get back to work. The boys are out on vacation. My husband was off Monday, and he's off tomorrow and Friday. Happy New Year. It's Chinese New Year. If anyone celebrates it. Tonight is Chinese New Year's Eve. We're doing dumplings.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think I have. The heartbreak is, our roof is leaking, and we're getting it. Tomorrow we have an appraiser coming, and we're just going with the flow of the snow. What else can you do?
Nothing. So, I have no crushes this week. Let's see. Thursday night, I started getting a headache that lasted until Monday. It was a bad migraine type sinus. I think it was probably a sinus. I think it started as a sinus headache and it just got really bad. But it knocked me out for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I barely knit. On Sunday, I was feeling a little bit better. I took my glasses off and I broke the side of my glass. It just disintegrated off. These are 12-year-old frames, and apparently they just disintegrated. So I had to wear my old glasses, which meant I couldn't see the letters on the TV menu very well without like squinting because it's my old prescription. So that was it, and I just felt miserable. That
probably didn't help the headache.
No, I just felt miserable not having my regular prescription too. Like it was just like added on top of the whole thing. I finally got some Mucinex pain and pressure, Sinus Max pain and pressure. That got rid of my headache finally. By Monday night, I felt pretty good. And then on Monday day, I drove all the way up to the optician where I bought these, and they were closed because I hadn't realized it was President's Day because my kids don't have school this week either, so it never, like, I didn't even pay attention to what day it is. I had to drive out there again on Tuesday. I'm very pleased. They were able to give me a temporary replacement. It is not the same color as my existing glasses, but at least I can wear my regular prescription until the new piece comes in. So there's that. And then last night, our roof started leaking. We've lived here for 12 years. We have a roof rake, which we use. And we've never had this problem, but there has just been so much snow this winter. There are a couple places that we just can't get knocked down. Yeah. And so I now have a whole, like 1x1, 1.5 by, I have a huge hole in my kitchen ceiling because we ripped out some of the ceiling so we could try to find out where the leak was, and my husband tried to stop it, but I can hear it still leaking over there. We put more melt on our roof to try to knock down those ice dams. And we are expecting our homeowner's adjuster to call in the next 24 to 36 hours. And then we will figure out. Did they give you somebody?
Well, so I called the insurance company and they said our person who handles our loan will call because they have an adjuster, I think. So then they called within, I'd say 24 hours they called. And then they said the appraiser will call within 24 to 48 to make an appointment.
To come out and see what damage
He called within 24 hours. He asked to schedule one for today, but nobody was going to be home. So where Cam has tomorrow and Friday off, we pushed it till tomorrow. Our homeowner's insurance, who do you have?
Commerce.
All right, we have MetLife. It's been very good.
Yeah, Commerce. The Commerce lady told me not to worry about it. She said that this kind of damage is covered and that all we needed to do was to try to mitigate it as best we could.
That's basically what we were told. I was trying to get them to know. The reason I was concerned is because we have the water damage leaking down a supporting beam of our house and our doorway, and I don't want any water damage on that in the sense where it's going to weaken.
Yeah. Ours is pretty localized. It's not spreading out across our whole ceiling.
Across, not the ceiling. It's spreading across one section. Well, it is coming down. Yeah, it's spreading a little bit, but it's all. We all know. Me and my husband know what it's coming from.
Right. We have, and my husband had made a little hole in the ceiling when it got bad, and so it's allowing it to drip out rather than continue to spread out.
My husband asked, so along the beam, we had a bunch of little spots, and I had touched some, and he goes, why? I said, because letting the water out does less damage than having it sit and fester under the plaster. And he's like, oh, yeah, good point. I'm like, oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want... the roof is the ceiling is toast in my kitchen. We're going to have at least one section of our ceiling, possibly our wall, replaced. Maybe over the door, too, because it's leaking out of that door jamb. So they said to me, whatever you need to do to minimize the damage. So we're making sure that it's not getting onto the floor. Right. And we went up again. My husband cut huge troughs with a tree saw in the ice dams and did that. He's looking for the charger, which is right here, so he's not going to find it. He's looking for my charger, notice. This is my personal charger. I have 2 personal chargers. When I went to plug this in, the plug part was missing because somebody had taken it. Nobody respects my personal charger. Haha. So, so we have that. We also have a small leak over the windows in my daughter's room, but that's not causing it's not as bad.
Right. We had a small leak come out from our bedroom, and I happened to find it one night. I think it was after we recorded. I woke up. I don't know what I woke up for, and then I kept hearing tap, tap. And I'm like, that's too evenly timed. So that I actually got up. I had turned my iPad to an empty web browser, because it's an iPad, it doesn't have a flash. And I was looking for the wall. It happened to be dripping over the barrel already. It just happened to be that way.
Good.
So that was caused probably more due to an ice dam than what we have going on.
And this is my husband was able to crawl under the eaves in our attic and see where some of this leak is coming from. Unfortunately, there's a support beam that's blocking him from seeing the other side of it. Without ripping another section of ceiling off, we can't see where it's coming to drip in that doorway. So, I don't know, that might have to happen. He put something up there to block the water that he could see coming in that one spot, but clearly there's still some water coming in somewhere else. So, we've done what we can, and we'll just wait for the insurance adjuster to call. Fortunately, she said this is covered. She told me to try to look on the bright side that I'm going to get a nice new kitchen ceiling, which we needed in our kitchen, by the way. So I'm trying to be positive about that. But I just feel like everything this week has been...
Excuse me.
I did get good news. There's going to be a new baby that I can knit for. I don't know if it's completely public, so I'm not saying who's having a new baby. It's not mine or hers.
Oh my God, no.
So I'm very excited about having another baby to knit for. And that's it for my crushes and heartbreaks.
But you made me think about something. Tomorrow I'll have to have Cam. So the way our house is it's a 2-bedroom cape. Our beds run along this way. My bedroom ceiling has a slight incline, or however you want to call it. The boys have a deeper one, and they have a crawl space.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't seen any leaking.
I want to look at
that. I'm going to have Cam do it. For one thing, then we have like a living room that comes out here. This is a rubber roof. So, obviously, there is no ice dam on that because there's no way for it to get underneath it.
Right.
But I'm like, we don't know what's going on.
I would just peek in there to be sure. I mean, I'm surprised we made it this far. We have been doing everything that you're supposed to do to treat this. It's just that the amount of snow that we've had and how fast it's coming.
And today happened to be a warmer day than it has been. It's like, as much as you want warm days, I've been praying for freezing because... I
did want to say that I still feel like I'm not getting any real side effects from tamoxifen that I am 100% sure, so I'm happy about that.
That's good.
So, and I am using my new treadmill.
Oh, I got something.
What?
So I got a phone call Friday from my primary care doctor. We have a question, give us a call. I'm like, oh, good. Maybe I'm finally going to get some information about my sleep study.
Yeah.
No, they were calling about my fall, and did I get it checked and everything. And I'm like, yeah. So I said, well, I have you. What's going on with this? So they called me again yesterday, and I missed the call. They are referring me to a pulmonary, because I have, I guess, mild sleep apnea. But I'm wondering, again, if it's not due to obstruction. So they're referring me to a pulmonary specialist. And they're giving me to the scheduler, which could take up to 6 weeks to schedule an appointment. But at least I have...
It's in the works.
Yeah.
That's good.
But the sad part is it probably wouldn't have been unless I said something.
I know.
Like, obviously, it wasn't serious enough to be
a
call, but...
Right. Things fall through the cracks. Oscar, how you doing, baby?
You're not snoring anymore.
No, because we woke him up. Poor little Budge.
We didn't touch you.
Probably he heard the danger dripping over in the kitchen.
It's gonna hit me, huh? Yeah.
So, I like how he sits like right in.
I know. I'm looking over him like this.
Look at the camera. Hello. He cares not at all. He's sitting right on your knitting.
Oh, that's all right. It's in the bag, I think.
It's gonna get all cat infected. So, yeah. So not much good happened this week from my point of view. But as I was saying to Sheila earlier, it could be way worse. I had 5.5 feet of water in my basement once. And my homeowners does not cover for that kind of damage. So I am very happy that this time it does. It could be way worse.
This spring it could be 5.5 feet of water again.
I hope not.
I'm afraid of it.
I know.
Because it's probably going to start melting into basements before you can even get, any hosing fixed up. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I have a built-in sump pump.
Oh, so do I.
So I'm not as
We
worried
still had
about
flooding.
That. Of course, where could our sump pump outlet now? It's under 5 feet of snow.
That's what I'm saying. I know where our outlet is. It's by our driveway, but I mean, right now it's probably
we'd have to dig a snow tunnel down to pipe it out so it wouldn't just come back down.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, this is not good weather, and you just don't think about this. I mean,
you know what everybody's been saying at work? We're all going to be moaning and groaning come summertime on how hot it is. Of course we do, because if we don't have anything to moan and groan about, what good is it?
Yeah, I love winter, but I don't like how much winter we've had all at one time. I really don't.
And believe it or not, this is not the heaviest amount of snow. In 95 to 97, we got 107 inches, but we got it through the whole season.
Yeah, not in 3.5 weeks. Yeah. This is the most snow we've ever had on the ground at one time in the history of Massachusetts.
In the short period.
And this is the most snow that we've ever gotten in this amount of time in the history of Massachusetts. So it's big. And my mom, I've been telling her, but until I put on Instagram a picture of my husband out in the driveway after the last storm, and she's like, that snow is really deep. My whole side yard is 5 feet deep.
Yeah.
Just all the way across. And it's not snowbanks or drifting. That's just how deep the snow is.
Yeah, I showed my father the picture of my backyard. He's like, whoa.
I know.
Because he knows what my backyard looks like on a normal basis.
It's hard. Yeah, I know. When you look, I took a picture of just our driveway, and I'm like, it really doesn't look that bad when you just take a picture of it. But if you take a picture of a person standing by it, it's like, whoa.
Well, that's why my picture was a picture of our picnic table and our fence. And then the picnic table had the umbrella.
Yeah.
And that somebody said it looked like a snow shark. But it gives you an idea, okay, this is a picnic table with an umbrella. It gives you an idea
of how what do you call it? The reference. Size reference.
I mean, we haven't had a wood fire in our wood burning snow because we can't get to our woodshed.
Well, the ice dam on the other side of the house, we can't get a ladder up there because our house on the other side is so close to our neighbor's driveway that there's a 6-foot snowbank right there that we'd have to shovel into and move away so that he could do it. So he's trying to come up with a way to get some salt up there.
Speaking of snowbanks, today there was a bunch of, I'm assuming, hired workers who were shoveling snow off the hospital roof.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing it on the businesses.
They're afraid of Sunday.
They're afraid of...
Sunday
are we going to get another storm?
They're saying rain.
Oh.
I'd rather have snow, in all honesty,
I have to say, if it rains and melts this ice dam, then let it rain.
But it's going to cause any snow. We still have some snow up on our roof.
Oh, yeah.
Any snow that gets wet now weighs more. And that's why a lot of hospitals and schools and everybody with a slightly flat roof has been shoveling because of that possibility.
I know that they have been doing that downtown. And I know that last night they had somebody out moving snowbanks on our street.
Yeah, because you can't see.
You can't see, and there's no parking on street. When people do try to park on street, it's dangerous. You can barely get through.
Oh, yeah.
So, driving to Winchester. You would think Winchester would have better snow removal, but they do not.
So, at the hospital that I work at, it's at the top of a hill. Saturday, I had to drive up, and Saturday night, I actually left my phone. I had to go back to get it. I was afraid that my small little Honda Civic wouldn't make it up. The hill is that steep. I'm like, oh, please, 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 please. Because I'm afraid of falling back.
Yeah.
It's scary. Winchester is a very high, hilly type.
I know, and you'd think
they're horrible.
They are. That's where my optician is, and I drove over there. The optician's parking lot they only were able to clear like 8 spaces of it because they had to put the snow somewhere. And the snowbanks from moving the snow are taller than the building. So when you drive into the parking lot, you're like inside a fortress. Like it's like a castle. And then the building door is there and you go in. That's crazy.
My sons and I, we went to Barnes & Noble in Burlington. And I took a picture of their parking lot. And I never showed it, and I meant to. Oh my gosh. So the parking lot... And I don't even think you're going to be able to see this. The snowbank, you can't really see it, but the snowbank is taller than my kids. You can't, so where Barnes & Noble is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Where Barnes & Noble is across from the Burlington Mall. There was no way. You couldn't see the road. You couldn't see the mall. You couldn't see the highway. It's right near the, see Oscar's tush. You couldn't see anything. It was that high. It looked like they kept piling it and then took a snowblower or something to scrape the side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's just, it's got to be a pier. Max is almost 6 feet tall. It has to be like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It was so tall that it was taller than the single-story building where my optician is. It was like a fortress wall. Yeah. And you couldn't see into the parking until you got into the like little passageway. And then, you know, somebody was pulling out and I had to like back out into the road so they could get out because there's not enough room. It was just crazy. I guess I'm lucky they were open. So that's it for gossip and innuendo.
That's it for crushes and
heartbreaks. That's what I meant to say. We're still battling the frozen tundra here. And gossip and innuendo. First, we're going to show the new contest.
Snakes and Tracks?
Snake Tracks by Angeleah McGarrah. It's a sock pattern. It's very cute. I think it would work really well with any sock yarn. I think even self-striping because it's got...
Somebody had showed variegated. I don't think it... Highly variegated, I don't think it would work.
It might fight with highly variegated. That's true.
Just because I happen to see it, and it doesn't really...
Show the... I like the one on the front better. It gives it a little more. It's got cute zigzaggies, snake tracks down the front, an eyelet, and
by Angeleah McGarrah. Right?
Angeleah McGarrah, who is a friend of ours.
Oh, that would be my Baubles and Bling. I got that.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna give away this pattern.
It's to look like the snake tracks.
Yeah, in the sand. We are going to give this away. Just tell us in the contest thread which yarn you would pick to knit this pattern.
And the winner is going to be in episode 199.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. We'll draw a winner for this. And that'll probably be the same week that we draw for the underappreciated. It's coming up.
I think so.
So episode 199 to win that. And I'm going to announce who won the Knittingsmybag project bag with the birds and the Knitty and Color yarn. And that would be post number 148, CCUDAN, C Kudan or CCUDAN? I don't know. Deborah is her real name. She said she will knit a hat for her project bag. Deborah, I am going to give your information to Knittingsmybag and have her contact you since she's the one who's going to be mailing it out to you. We don't actually have the project. And we have 2 more of those prizes to give away.
What the bag and yarn looks like.
The next project bag and yarn set will be given away in March. So keep posted for that. And thank you for everyone who played in the contest. It's a great prize. And I can't wait to give away the next one. And I think that's it for this week. Am I right?
I think so.
So keep your fingers crossed that we don't get any more snow or horrible torrential rain or any flooding in our basements because I just can't even.
Much.
I just can't even. I'm over it. I have too much on my plate right now. Money is just bleeding out of me. Like, I had my boiler, my hot water heater broke, and now I have a hole in my kitchen ceiling.
Yeah, but at least
my glass is broke.
That. Hey, you gotta look on the bright side.
I'm trying to look on the bright side. We did actually need a new...
Side, life.
Do-do, do-do-do-do-do. At least we needed a new kitchen ceiling. I'm going to get a new kitchen ceiling. So that's good. I'm trying to hold on to that because nothing else about it is good.
Oh, yeah.
So have a great week and stay safe.
Thanks for watching Knit with Heart.
Bye.